Kombucha is a probiotic drink, so basically it's good for your gut, helps with your digestion, and it's a good alternative to if you do drink soft drinks or even alcohol as well. It's a great drink to have instead of that. So I am going to take you through the process of making it. So here's some that I've already has been brewing, so we need to bottle that up and then we make another batch. So I'm going to show you the scoby, which might freak you out. So the first time I got given a scoby, I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I thought it was some sort of plant. Someone on Buy Swap Sell, a friend, was saying that they were going to bring it over. So she brought it over and proceeded to tell me what I needed to do to look after it. I was sitting there, what is this thing? I don't know if I need something else to look after. But it's actually pretty easy to look after. But it is a living creature. And it multiplies, so it has babies. So you can then give scobies to other people. And so that's, as far as knowing where to get a scoby, generally you tend to get one from someone you know. But if you don't know anyone who's got them, there are places online that you can, there are shops that sell them. So some health food shops might have them, or yeah, online. Okay, so making the kombucha. So basically you need 3 litres of water, a cup of sugar, 4 tablespoons of tea, this is an organic tea, and your scoby. So what you can do is boil up the whole 3 litres of water and dissolve the sugar in it and put the tea in, but then you have to wait for the 3 litres to cool down again. So what I do is just do, say, half a litre in here, and I'll put the sugar in and dissolve that, and then I'll add the tea after that's boiled and dissolved, and then I let it cool. Okay, so while that's cooling, we need to decant the kombucha that we already have into our bottles. Okay, so we've got 3 bottles there. So to make a flavoured kombucha, you put the flavouring in at this stage. So this is the second ferment. So it stays in here for 7 to 10 days, then it goes into here, and then you put in the flavours, and then you leave it for a further few more days just for those flavours to infuse. Another thing, if you're wanting to get a kombucha scoby, if you have a bottle of real kombucha and you leave it, the scoby will grow inside the bottle. So where I got this scoby from that I've been using, a friend bought some kombucha over, and it got left up the back of the cupboard, and I found it weeks, maybe months later, and it had actually formed a whole scoby in there. So that is a sign of a real kombucha. A lot of the ones that you buy at the shop have been treated so that they last longer, so those scobies don't actually grow, which means they probably don't have the same probiotic effect as well. So I am going to make an apple and mint one. So I've got some mint in the garden, and apples, I've got some local apples. So you want to chop it up really small so it will come out of the bottle again. And it will expand a bit as it soaks up the liquid. And also with the mint, keep it whole in like that, so again you can get it out of the bottle easily enough. So I'm just going to pop a sprig of mint in each one, followed by some apple. And you can use whatever you want for these, so whatever you've got in the garden or is in season locally, yeah, use it. Okay, so these are ready to go. Pop those over there for now. So now we want to make our new batch. So we want 3 litres of liquid. So we've got this, which is cooled. So you don't want to put the SCOBY in the hot tea or it'll kill it off. So that's cooled. So I'm going to sieve that into there because we don't want the tea in there. Okay, so that's half a litre. So we want another 2.5 litres. That's 3 litres, and what I forgot to mention was there was about a cup or half a cup of the previous batch which I left in there, so you need to have a little bit of that just to get it going. So yeah, and then you just place your SCOBY on top. Now you don't actually need, see, I could just use that one and I can keep this one and give that to a friend. Okay, and then you just cover it with a cloth. I just use a honeybee wrap and just seal it up so it still gets some air into it. And yeah, that should be ready in 7 to 10 days, which is when you do the second ferment, and that's another few days, and then you have your beautiful, refreshing probiotic drink.